What's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. If this is your first time stopping by, I highly recommend you hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content. Today I'm back at Audi Wynwood and we're going to be taking a look at a really cool car, okay? This is the Audi e-tron Sportback, finished in this beautiful glacier metallic white. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's definitely take a dive into this Audi e-tron Sportback.
Perfect.
Okay guys, so starting at the front, really nice and clean design. You can see we have the e-tron badge right here. I love this finish they have the grille in and the lower bumper. It looks nice. You can notice that part of the grille is blocked off because this is a pure electric vehicle, okay? So we do not need excessive coolant, so that's why part of that is blocked off. Moving over to the headlights, you can see it's a full LED design and it looks really interesting. I love the light bars at the side. Really nice look. And we also have clean body lines on the hood as well. Okay, so coming underneath the hood, like I said before, it's a pure electric car, so no combustion engine here. Instead, we have two electric motors. We have one in the front and one in the rear. Front one powers the front wheels, and the rear one powers the rear wheels. So essentially, this is basically like all-wheel drive. Okay. Now, in terms of output, we're looking at 355 horsepower and 414 foot-pounds of torque. However, the interesting thing is when you put it into sport mode, you do get a temporary boost in power, which brings it up to 402 horsepower and 490 foot-pounds of torque. This is a very cool thing. Okay? Now, we have a one-speed, single-speed transmission connected, made it to that engine. And like I said before, power is sent to basically all four wheels. Okay? Now I'm going to take you guys around the side. Let's take a look at the side of the e-tron. Okay guys, so coming around to the side of the e-tron, notice that we have 20-inch rims. I like the design, it makes the car look futuristic. Also love these fender flares, really looks nice. And you might be wondering, Jamar, how do I charge my e-tron? Okay, so basically you have a charging port right here, press this. And I love how the charging port presents itself. And we also have the e-tron finished in this orange and gray font, which really looks nice. Okay. Got the nice body lines going throughout the vehicle. Love how this portion right here is finished in gloss black. Really looks nice. Okay guys, so coming around to the rear, loving the roof design. You can see it's more of like a coupe shape. That's what you get with the Sportback. You also have the traditional styling as well if you get the regular one, but this one really looks nice with the Sportback design. Also have these beautiful LED taillights, gloss back trim right here. And we have our e-tron badge as well. Okay, so we're in the e-tron. You can see we have the beautiful contrast stitching on the door handle and on the seats as well. It's a beautiful interior and it's an Audi, okay? So it's, as expected, you know, Audi does some great interiors. And I love the wood trim you see on the dash, and we also have an e-tron badge here as well. Okay, now moving over to the center console, we have two screens. The top one controls the vehicle functions and settings, and the lower one also controls your climate controls. Okay, the climate controls are fully digital, and I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit closer and we're going to take a look at both screens. Okay guys, so this is the gauge cluster. As you can see, it's fully digital and it's also configurable as well. See, if I press the view button, it changes, which is cool. If I press view, it shows the map. Now coming over to the main screens, here you can have the main controls for the vehicle. Now if I press drive select, you can see the drive modes. You have efficiency, comfort, auto, and dynamic. Dynamic mode being the most sporty. Coming down to the second screen, you can see we have our climate controls. Okay. Now the good thing about this is that the screen is fully dedicated to the climate controls, so they're easily used and easy to get to. So that's a good feature. Coming down, we have our start and stop button and also our gear lever as well. Now another interesting thing is since it's an electric car, we have more storage and practicality here. You can see we have our 2 cup holders. We also can store stuff here, and we have our 12-volt socket as well. Now seats, they're very comfortable. No, they're not the most sportiest, but this is not really a full sports car, which is understandable. But you can see we have the white and black contrast stitching. And my favorite part would be this wood trim. This is very nice. And our e-tron badge here as well. Okay guys, so now we did a quick overview of the front seats. Let's go over to the rear seats and see what it's like. Coming into the rear, you can see I have a decent amount of headroom, which is kind of surprising. You know, this is a Sportback, the sloping roof, and I'm still able to have a amount of headroom back here, which is a great touch. See, we have the black and white contrast stitching. Now we also have our own climate settings and controls back here, 2 USB ports and a 12-volt socket as well, 2 climate vents, and we also have one in the B pillar. And overall, that's a nice interior. Okay, we also have a sunroof here, and here you have a great view of the front seats. And man, that gauge cluster is just so gorgeous. You can see the resolution is very sharp, same as the other screens, but man, in terms of technology, this car has a lot of it. Okay, I know I'm just brushing over it, like there's tons of features in this infotainment system, but I'm just going over a quick overview of it. But overall, it's a nice car. Okay, all right guys, so I know you guys might be wondering how practical is the e-tron, so we're about to go outside of the car and go and check out the trunk space as well. Okay guys, so in terms of trunk space, you can see the car is very practical. We have a ton of room back here, and also if you guys store larger items, the rear seats do fold down as well, so that's a great feature. We also have a 12-volt socket back here, and little nets if you want to store anything small. Okay guys, so that wraps up the review of the e-tron. Special shout out to Audi Winwood for giving this opportunity to take a look at the Audi e-tron. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.